God knew. That's how I know God is very important in my life, man. Because, I mean, you know, with this comedy, I ain't never, how can I say it? I ain't just wake up one day and was like, oh, shit, I want to be a comedian. Nah, man, my whole life, you know, I just been talking and people just happen to laugh. But they told me that I was going to be doing this type of stuff, you know? And how I got to Hammond, it's a good story. You know, it's kind of bizarre, but it's good. I did stand-up comedy at a church for the first time. Came home 10 minutes later, my house burned down to the ground. I swear. I'm talking about like literally 10 minutes later, my house burned down to the ground. Like I wasn't tripping because I had a Mexican in the black church prophesied to me while I was over there. And he told me, don't fear what God got for you because, you know, God works in mysterious ways. And I'm like, I know that already, ain't no problem. But that was just us. That was just us, our personal conversation. Got home. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it went. Went to I had enough money to make it home for what they paid me. I had enough money to make it home, go to Burger King. I got the kids, they burgers and everything. I had a rodeo burger, you know, 99-cent rodeo burger. That's the last thing on the 99-cent menu at Burger King. But I decided I was gonna fry myself some tater tots, you know. I'm conservative. You know, I don't be tripping on no food. I know how to make meals. But when I turned the stove, when I turned it on, you know, turned it on low, I'm in the living room because we was in a shotgun house. I'm in the living room and I look back, I'm like, this bright back there, you know? I'm like, this bright. So I'm walking to the kitchen. I walk in the kitchen, I'm talking about like the flame is not coming from the stove. It's coming from the connections on the stove. The back of the stove is just up the wall. Now I remember the dude from Credit Merchandise saying, hey, your landlord want to place this range plug with a regular plug. I'm like, hey man, I ain't in it. I'm just renting. I ain't in it, I just rent it. So this nigga had a regular plug on the back of the refrigerator. I mean, not the refrigerator, the stove. So it was only a matter of time anyway. And I didn't want to get that bitch $400 no more for the shotgun house anyway. I was downsized. And all right, now I'm gonna tell y'all, the wall is on fire. The house burning like a book of matches. They have no insulation in the house. I kept telling them that. There's no way. We got one air conditioner, one TV, and my light bill $382. Ain't no installation in this bitch. Y'all you tripping. Nigga say, I'm gonna look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay the lights and whatever I got left over, I'm gonna put that towards rent. There go your 400. You know what it is. House been in here since 1917. Generations of families been passed through this house. And you want $400. Them niggas shooting up the street, across the street, and you want $400. You know what I'm saying? That's a $60 house. $60, like a prepaid house. That's what that is. It's prepaid. This ain't no shotgun. It's a 22. But anyway, now the house on fire. I'm talking about like the wall. This shit is burning to a crisp. First thing I hollered, I said, Key, get them kids, get out. The house on fire. She had enough strength to grab the kids. I'm talking about like she grabbed everything. And if as a man, you know, I was like I'm sitting up there like it was a half of a second, but I'm sitting there like I ain't going through that fight. Get out the house, you know, like, but she moved fast. But the crazy part about it is I went out like a bitch because I'm looking at it. The fire extinguisher, that bitch ain't nothing in there. I've been through that, you know. But you know, this is South. Small lady in me like seafood. I got a big crawfish boiling pot. But I got it up underneath the sink. But I'm just looking at the flames like this while it's filling up with water. And you know, we got like kind of like that slow leak, so the water's coming out regular speed, so it takes some time. Tripping, I'm seeing everything just catch or whatever. I'm still there. I'm nowhere near the flames, but it's hot as hell. And I'm like, damn, I know that nigga be lying on TV. You ain't going through them flames and survive, you know? That should have knocked you out. But I went out like a bitch. Because when the water filled up, that shit was so heavy. I ain't even realize it. I don't want to mess up these people's decorations, but I mean, it was just like, just when I picked, I said, damn, this bitch heavy. Like I got this side, and I'm like, and all the water did was like come up and splash down, I run out the back door, and I know, like that movie Backdraft or whatever, the oxygen that was outside came rushing in because it was just like, woof, like I know it's going down. I'm running around, I'm panicking. They already in the car. She got them. Just so happened, my sister lived down the street. She said, get the kids. I'm gonna run down the street to your sister's house and call the fire department. I'm like, cool. Now I'm in the car. I put it in reverse, backed up, hit the brakes, put it back in park, ran back in because all I had was $40 left and I had to go get that. What you mean? It's survival. I got $40 out name. Everything is burning down. I need that. So I'm fighting smoke. I went straight to the drawer. You know where you got your money at when you can go in there with your eyes closed. Went straight in the drawer, grab that. Let me get that. I got to have that. See, just like that cough. That's one of the coughs. All right, but but the crazy part about it is, we get in the car and I look in the glove compartment. All our birth certificates and social security cards is in the car. I'm like, damn, like this November. I'm trying to file my taxes too early. I'm making sure it's on deck. Like soon as they say W2, that was 3 years ago, And I met my dog Stanley, man, because I was advocating. I did a couple shows in Morgan City, and I was advocating for a community center. Just something for the people there, Stanley got involved with it. This ain't church. You can walk. She held the 2 fingers up. Well, look, since you walk, look. Come sit down. You gonna stand up back there? Y'all clap, that's my wife. That's the one, I'm telling you. She ran bullshit. Yeah, it's a true story. You see her side, she had all 3. They're not small, but she had all 3 of them. It's like they was jumping out the house on the concrete. I'm like, damn. She made sure. But before that, she was pulling the bunks and stuff away from the walls, like the whole week, but wasn't saying nothing. She just like she saw it. She saw it happen. And I can't lie, Red Cross, if anything ever happened to y'all, burn down, call Red Cross immediately. You're going to have to go through a preacher because the preachers, the person that we went to, it was a preacher. But it was like some secret shit. Like they was mad we knew that this was happening. For real. That's the quickest I ever got money, man. It was like $2,000 something came on a card that he already had. I'm like, oh, y'all hitting licks.